Hello and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. We are diving into another MLM top fails. I haven't been keeping count of how many actual MLM top fails I've been doing, so I don't know what number this is.
But really, who cares?
But anyway, we are looking at some BODi, formerly known as Beachbody, some Pruvit, and some Young Living Huns. All of these pieces of content that we're reacting to today have been sent my way, so I appreciate those of you who have been sending me content. It does not go unnoticed. Thank you so much. If you have something that you want me to take a look at or react to in a video, you can send it my way. My email is always in the description below. You can also reach out to me on Instagram. I try to be as responsive as possible in the DMs over there. It has been taking me a little bit longer with catching up after the holidays, so I apologize for that. But anyway, we're gonna get into it, but first we have a disclaimer.
Everything I got out the mother told my truth. I shake that fake shit, they praise you, then minimize you behind you. Just know I notice you. Stay woke, no joke, it really be the ones you closest to. Had to stop sleeping on myself like I ain't know the truth. Oh, this to me like it's really nobody code is this, and if you disagree.
Okay, now that that is out of the way, if you are not new here, you probably know that we have one more piece of housekeeping before we get into it. You also know that you can skip ahead in the chapters here at the bar at the bottom. It will say, I think this one will probably say MLM Fail 1, so you can skip to there, or you can also click on the timestamp in the description. If you are new here, please give this a listen at least once. I do not blur the names or the faces of the individuals that I'm reacting to in my videos. These individuals are positioned as public figures. This does not mean that I am encouraging anybody to go and seek these individuals out and send them hateful messages or mean comments. I am also not inciting hate toward anybody that I include in my video. That is never the intention of my content. My content is meant to be educational, but most of all entertaining. So let's all do our part and keep it that way. And with that, we're gonna get the fuck into it. Our first MLM fail is coming from ex-Young Living top leaders that are leaving for Arbonne. So this should be super interesting. The first slide is a bunch of screenshots of messages. So I'm going to read that out for the people who are listening. This first slide, it says,
"Sorry, pals, had to get the full green light to announce my huge news."
So she probably teased her huge news on another story slide. So she takes screenshots of all of the messages she was getting from that story. It says, "Oh, I can't wait. When are we hanging though? Because I'm not patiently waiting. I've been waiting so patiently, but I'm getting antsy, lol. You really gonna keep us hanging, huh? Anxiously waiting. We're waiting. The suspense kills." I wonder if that's all from her Young Living team, which she probably, in my opinion, from what I've seen, most people that change MLMs poach their teams and bring them over to the different MLM. So all of these people may, if they are on her team, they may already know that she's with Arbonne and may also be with her in Arbonne. But anyway, that's just my assumption because that's what I do. Okay, so her next slide, it's her taking a picture of herself in a mirror.
"I am so incredibly thankful for my 5 years at Young Living. I started that business as a 29-year-old mom of 3, living with my in-laws as a full-time teacher. My life was changed by the products and the business and the people."
That's a lot.
"I've been to the farms, conventions, earned trips, and am incredibly grateful for all who trusted me to purchase through me. But life changes, seasons change, and it's time for my next chapter. This may come to a shock to many, but to the ones who know me, it's not."
And now we get into her story time type stories where she's going to tell us all about it, even though we may not want to hear all about it.
Oh, goody.
Hi, okay, let's chat. The news is out. After 5+ years, I've decided to resign and terminate my account with Young Living. It may be a shock for a lot of you guys, but for those that know me well and know me deeply, it's not a shock. Has nothing to do with products, just first and foremost, I still stand by the products and all of that. That was real. I'm not a fake person, never been. I will shoot you the truth when I can. But I also just won't be on here spewing negativity either. Not my style. So I am so thankful for those 5 years.
So what I gather is something happened and she's not going to tell you what it is because she doesn't want to spew negativity. In my opinion, that's toxic positivity, because if something happened to help along the fight against Young Living, wouldn't you want to put it out there? I guess legally she might not be able to, but I know my ass would be out here like, you would never believe what just happened to me in Young Living. And then I'd probably get hit with a lawsuit, but gotta let the people know, right?
I learned so much. I mean, I got to quit teaching. I had an amazing community. So, for the people that know me and love me, know this is not a shock, and they know it's the right decision for me. And I'm just really, really excited for this next chapter. So, this is not a new feeling. This is something I've been wanting to do for a long time. Honestly, you guys, I was scared. I had a lot of fear. I mean, you guys, I don't have a paycheck. Like, I do have influencing, but like, this was our main family's income, and it's gone. That's it. And so
let that be a great example of what can happen in an MLM. I don't know if she was terminated or if she voluntarily left, but when you join an MLM, your entire paycheck, if you're at the top of the pyramid, can be gone like that. And while yes, that can happen in many other situations, like if you own a business and it goes under, if you are employed and they lay you off or you get fired, but in those situations, you have different things to lean on, like unemployment or a pension sometimes, or severance pay. In an MLM, they owe you nothing, and they will make that very clear.
Yeah, I'm really excited for the next chapter, but I just had to come on here and be honest with you guys. I know a lot of you guys have noticed because my sharing has decreased significantly. I didn't want to fully leave. I wanted to kind of stay on as an affiliate, but they don't have that option just yet. And when they do, I'll be back. But for now, I'm going to...
Okay. So, I'm sorry. That was so corny. I'm sorry. I'm telling you like it is. I'm not being mean or using ad hominems. I am telling you straight like it is, okay? That was corny as oh my God. So then she posts another picture of herself holding the greens and the caption of the reel. The caption says,
I am so incredibly thankful for my 5 years at Young Living. I started that business as a 29-year-old mom.
Bob, we already read this. So the top paragraph is the part that we already read. I don't know why it's there again. But the rest of the caption says,
my gut was screaming for change. I ignored it for so long, fought through it, pushed it deep down. I convinced myself,
why are the I's not capital? I feel like we learned that in kindergarten, that I is always capital. Why are they all lowercase?
I convinced myself I never could make a move. This was it for me.
Also, the beginning of the sentences. Like, am I just an old fart at this point?
I'm old!
Like, I'm not that old. Am I getting that old?
This was it for me. I lost all belief in myself and what I was capable of. I stopped dreaming. My head got dark. I lost myself, my vision. I keep reminding myself that it's okay to change your mind. It's okay to move on. I am done putting my family last for the sake of staying for others. The people who want the best for my family are supportive and happy for me, and I'm so thankful for that, including Young Living. They have been so kind during this transition. I was a quote-unquote lifer, but my loyalty is to my family. My family will always come first. If it's not for them, it's for nobody. I will not be entertaining negativity. I choose to go in peace, and peace is what I have. Even at the sake of leaving behind a chunk of a paycheck, I feel free. I'm grateful for what it was, but stoked for what it is. I recently tried a few products as a customer to support my friends, so-and-so and so-and-so, and I was obsessed. I have lost 6 pounds of inflammation in just 2 weeks, and I'm beyond excited for this next chapter. Buckle up, it's gonna be a good one. I'm an Arbonne girly now.
Yikes!
Ma'am, you're telling me that you had all these issues and then you tried some greens from Arbonne and everything was fine, so you joined Arbonne? Come on. Do we really believe that? Do we really believe that? No, we don't.
I am going to be building a business with Arbonne, you guys. Did I get green nails the other day? I got green nails.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, she even painted her nails green for this announcement.
I actually became a customer last month to support two of my favorite people, Casey and Stephanie. I have been friends with both of them for 4 or 5 years. They mean so much to me. Love them so much. And yeah, I just wanted to support them because I've always supported everyone else's business. No scarcity mindset here. And so I bought some greens because I was seeing a lot of them lose, some inflammation. I really love health and wellness, always have. And so I was interested and I bought the greens and the fizz and the protein and I'm obsessed. It's so good. I am going to do a little Q&A after this, but I'm just going to go ahead and tell you on that now. I'm not going to get into the nitty gritty. I honestly just want to leave in peace and with integrity and respect, and I just want to move forward. So I will want to mainly answer questions about Arbonne and the products there. I will touch on a few as we transition over, but I'm really excited for this next thing, and I cannot wait to get you guys hooked on greens and fizz. I have never in my life craved greens. Like, look how green it is. It is so amazing.
Greens are green. Yep. I have greens also, and they look green, just like that.
So great for you. Down 6 pounds in 2.5 weeks. What? I'm so happy. Also, I don't know if you can tell by my face, but I am so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so proud of myself. I have no idea what's going to happen, and that's also terrifying and scary, but like, I can't wait.
Yeah, but what about money?
How are we going to pay our bills?
You'll know I have been struggling mentally for a while, and this was a huge component because, yeah, it's a huge risk that I'm taking, and I have to do it right. And so I'm in partnership with Young Living, and we basically shook hands, and they were so nice to me and said thank you for everything. I said the same, and yeah, so I'm so on good terms. It's all great things, and there's room for everyone to just be happy and healthy and successful.
That was the most bizarre announcement I've seen in a long time. A very long time. This one was sent to me, and I watched this, like, no lie, 50 times over and over and over again. This is a BODi, hun. And the words on the screen, it says, so when a program says you need a bench, you need a bench. And she is like, she's talking about the weight benches at the gym where you can adjust and like do your flies or do your chest presses or whatever you want to do with your free weights. She uses a lounger. Let's see what happens. Tries to fix it. It's just like flopping around. Though, if you're listening, the whole back to the lounger chair, like these are the beach chairs that you can adjust. The whole back broke in half when she was trying to do like her shoulder flies or whatever they are. I just thought that was so funny. She's okay. She said in the post that she wasn't hurt. Super funny. I'm glad she's okay and she wasn't hurt. I thought that was fun to include. Give you a little bit of a laugh. This next one is from a Pruvit lady. She's somebody that I reacted to in a previous MLM top fails. Gonna be honest, I haven't watched this one yet. Let's see what she has to say. Also, she tends to ramble, so I will probably cut any rambling out, but I will be sure to keep all of the context in that we need in. I am doing this for brevity. You're welcome.
Good morning, friends. How are you doing this morning? I'm doing good. Doing my shake up so I don't munch all day long, and so I have energy to get things done today.
What the hell is that?
I'm just getting moving around, so I need a burst of energy and I need fast. So I'm going to do rapid release, which is instant ketosis. So what this means is my body will be burning fat for fuel instantly.
I debunked this in the last MLM fails that I did, reacting to her. You putting ketones into your body is not automatically sending you into ketosis and burning your fat. That's not at all how it works. I'll make sure to link that video below if you want to hear my whole spiel and show studies that show that's not at all how it works.
It's an amazing, amazing product. It's all liquid. You just put it in with 12 or 16 ounces of water. I like less water in mine, so I do 12. No. So, and then I'm doing my upgraded electrolytes, which everybody needs electrolytes.
Also, their electrolytes don't have sodium, and I understand that some people can't have a lot of sodium in their diet if you have high blood pressure or other conditions that prevent you from having a lot of sodium in your diet. But with electrolytes, without sodium, your body doesn't absorb all of the electrolytes that it should be absorbing. Sodium is one of the main electrolytes that you need to replenish when you are dehydrated.
And everybody needs upgraded electrolytes because these will stay in your system from head to toe on a cellular level.
Everything happens on a cellular level. We are a pile of cells. My water is going into my body on a cellular level because we are literally a pile of cells.
Will not pee them out, and it will help your mitochondria function much better. So grab some upgraded electrolytes. You can get them from me. They're not that expensive. You're wasting your money if you're buying the ones at the store because you just pee them out.
No, you pee these ones out because the sodium isn't there to help you absorb them.
Gatorades and all of those sugary drinks and all of that, just loaded with sugar, plus you just pee it out. It doesn't stay in your body. These stay in your body, and there's all different kinds of flavors.
They do have sugar-free Gatorade and things like that, and I can say from experience that Gatorade does help tremendously. It does have a lot of sugar, the regular ones, but that's what I prefer. But it does help me when I'm dehydrated, when I'm sick, when I have migraines. Like Gatorade, Powerade, Pedialyte, those things help a lot. And it's not a waste of money. It's actually saving you a ton of money instead of buying this bullshit from Pruvit.
So now that I shook it all up really good, I'm just going to drink it. And then I'll drink it slow, 25 to 30 minutes. As soon as I start drinking a little bit of this, like right now I just drank some, my body's going to go instantly in ketosis.
False, ma'am. False.
What that means is it means it's burning fat on my body. I've gained 15 pounds of the 90 I lost.
Interesting.
So I want to get it off. So I'm back on a good track again. But it'll burn the fat on my body. It'll give me all kinds of energy. It'll help me sleep better. It'll help my mood. It'll help digestion, hair, skin, and nails. It'll help muscle preservation. And it'll help the inflammation in my body. There's just so much. It's all natural exogenous ketones. So if anybody would like some information, reach out to me, DM me, go to my Facebook page, DM me info there. Smash that follow button for me. Share this out. Somebody might benefit from it.
Somebody might benefit from it, like me.
Please share this out. Sharing is caring. And also, if you'd like to make some extra cash, you can join my team. And 10 minutes out of your day, side hustle, and you can make some really good cash.
10 minutes out of your day, join my team. It's a side hustle. False. If you've been here a little while, we know by now that it takes hours and hours and hours of your day to make any kind of money, whether it's a penny or $1,000.
If you'd like some info on that, just put side hustle in DME side hustle, and then I'll know what you want. If you want information on the product, put info. Put info in my DM. Put info.
Put info.
So also, if you want to make extra cash to pay off these holiday bills or whatever, DM me side hustle. DM me side hustle. And you can join my team and make some extra cash, 10 minutes, 15 minutes out of your day. DM me info if you would like some info, or DM me side hustle if you'd like to make some extra cash. Everybody have a wonderful, wonderful day. Peace. Have a great one. Share me out. Sharing is caring. So share me. Okay, everybody, because I'm in a hurry today, I got to go check on my mom. I'm not going to have time to eat. So, I'm doing a protein shake, which this is banana cream. Water, I added a little heavy cream to make it a little creamy. I'm still going to add a little bit more water because I want 12 ounces. Like that. And then I'm going to add this, and it's going to put my body in ketosis also. It's also going to, has protein, so I'm going to get my protein because I don't have time to eat because I got to go check on her. I wasn't going to, but now I have to go check on her. So I don't have time to make a low carb meal. So this is my low carb meal. Banana cream is really good. And I just add a little heavy cream, a shot of heavy cream, a little bit of heavy. So yes, so then you just shake it up really, really good and you drink it. And this will be my meal replacement. And the little bit of heavy, the shot of heavy cream I put in there makes it really creamy. Or you can just do water and this. It don't matter, whatever. On a low carb lifestyle, you can have heavy cream. It's very good. It's got good fats.
What?
No, you guys, I have no words. A good example of healthy fats is nuts, avocados, olive oil, not heavy cream. Not heavy cream. Let's move on. Okay, this next one is a BODi partner, formerly known as Beachbody Coaches. She's gonna tell us about the perks of joining BODi. Spoiler alert, there are no perks to joining any MLM, whether it be BODi or Unique or Pink Zebra or any of the MLMs out there. But let's hear what she has to say, shall we?
Morning, happy Wednesday. I got it Wednesday. All right, so that was a tough one. Look at the sweat, and I modified a ton. But that's what I love. I'm talking this week about coaching, partnering, and talking about how I started and the perks. And one of the perks is this week especially, I get to help women choose this platform, use these programs for free. There's a 14-day trial that they get to pick mindset. Kind of looking at that mindset, nutrition, or fitness, or all three, whichever one that they wanted to work on. And this business has been a blessing to me because it's helped my health, it's helped George's health, because I just started changing the things in our house and the routines, and we both just started changing things. So we became healthier because of all of this. So that's one of the perks. Another perk is that the trips, the community, my challenge group, the gals that I've met, the gals that I've reacquainted with from high school. And
okay, so far, the first things she mentioned, you can find for free on YouTube, FREE, all kinds of mindset things, meditation, exercise videos, things like that. And then the community she talked about, firstly, she's referring to the community she paid for. And then second, she's talking about the people that she has reacquainted with from her past, like went to high school with and such, because that's what these MLM Huns do. They go back into like their little black book and look at who they know from their past and who they can hit up to see if they want to buy from their MLM or join their MLM. And that, I wouldn't even call that reacquainting. I would call that scammy spammerson.
that I've met on the internet, and friends that I've met from the coaching community, the community of our team, the community of being able to meet them at different gatherings throughout the year and just get together with these women who want to work on themselves while helping others and just be better every single day. And I fell in love with that. It sounded crazy to me in the beginning. It was like, I don't need that. I know I say this all the time, that I just didn't think that I needed it, but I did, and I wanted it. I was craving something and I didn't know what it was. And I found it in the groups and this platform of mindset, nutrition, the nutrition changes, and the programs that have helped me stay healthy. Another perk is the trips, the summit trip that I love to go on in the summer. It's June this year. To hear from those top leaders who have Started where I started, at the kitchen table, in pockets of the day. Started where you can start, in pockets of your day. Just
That's false advertising.
It's never in pockets of the day. It ends up being your entire life. Every waking minute is spent either on the MLM or thinking about the MLM and stressing about the MLM and meeting your quotas and recruiting people so you can actually make an income. It's never able to be worked in the pockets of your day if you're joining to make any kind of money. It's just, that's not how it works.
working on yourself while helping others. That's always fun, and getting together with the gals that I've met and seeing them at these trips. And the trips that I can earn, that you can earn by working hard and earning the points. The one that I went to Destin last year, and the one that's in the Dominican coming up in March. Super excited for that. So if this is something that interests you, we are hosting on next Tuesday night, the 19th at 8:30. There's a spot for you to take a peek at what we do, and it's just if you want to just listen to 15 minutes. I'll put a little link below because it's changed everything for me. I just fell in love with the opportunity to be blessed and be able to help others do this. All right, I gotta get on the treadmill. See you later.
You're not even a trained professional. These people in BODi are not personal trainers. They're not nutrition coaches. They're none of these things. They don't need any qualifications. The only thing they need is the money that it costs to join BODi. They don't know what they're talking about. If anything, you're harming them further, not blessing them. Okay, this is the same individual, but now she's talking to us about holiday nutrition.
Good morning, the workout is done. Always feels good to get it done. You know, I never want to, not never, but I don't always want to work out. It'd be so much easier to just sit and read in the chair or vacuum or do laundry. Sometimes I'd rather do laundry than work out. But setting myself up for this program, which we do start prep week on the 1st, and we start on the 8th. And just getting links out to get gals set up to get started and get them started on the right foot. Which, you know, you can start now. You can start before Christmas. You can start in the holidays. We have these programs that are the 5ers, that if you just get in 5 minutes, or just start on your nutrition, where it'll show you tips to carry with you going to your friend's house, to your family's house over the holidays, to those parties, to get your water in first. Eat your veggies most. Eat before you leave, so you're not grazing every single thing there. You know, but don't give up anything either. Don't give up the cake. I think we could take the approach of just being mindful of what's going in, you know, and what's going out, the calories burned, to go into the holidays and, you know, not feel so horrible at the end, because I've done that before, where it's just like, you know, 2 weeks of all alcohol and all the food, all the treats, all everything, and then it's just like you feel like you're so far back to getting back on track again.
The whole back on track thing really rubs me the wrong way, because a holiday, a week, a vacation is not going to make you gain a bunch of weight. It's just not. Regardless if you're drinking alcohol or eating a lot of snacks, whatever it is. If you step on the scale and see a higher number, or if your jeans are a little tighter than they were before vacation, that small period of time didn't mean that you gained 10 or 15 pounds. What happened was that you gained water weight because you weren't eating like you usually eat. You weren't eating a healthier variety of foods. You weren't drinking a lot of water. You were drinking more alcohol than usual, maybe. That's water weight, and it will come off very quickly once you get back into a routine of eating the way that you're used to eating. So for her to say, like, don't go eat before you go to the Christmas party or whatever, like, that's asinine. Just go to the Christmas party, enjoy yourself, eat the food. Don't eat until you feel like you're gonna explode, but enjoy the food. Have a drink or two if you want to, if you're able to. Don't restrict yourself like that. That's one of the worst things you can do when you're trying to be healthy and gain muscle or lose weight, whatever your goals are. It's never healthy to restrict yourself so much to the point that you have to eat before you go so that you don't eat anything that's there.
So if these are any of the things that sound good to you, if you need help getting started, there's a spot for you. My group, checking into the group has helped me over the last 6 years, helped me find success and know how to get back on track. So there's a spot for you. I'll put a link below if you have any questions. If you want my weekly email with tips and tricks, shoot me a DM and I'll get you added to that. I gotta get on the treadmill.
I guess she always ends her stories with her getting on the treadmill. Gotta get on the treadmill. But anyway, I think that's all I can handle today. Let's have a palate cleanser, shall we? It's time for TikTok Hates Your MLM.
Skincare MLM brands I will never ever review or recommend. Unique. The only thing unique about this brand is that it's probably gonna put a bunch of white women into debt and then ruin their credit score, but it also targets minorities and underprivileged and impoverished groups, so it's kind of diverse. Nat Beauty, and I know I'm saying it wrong, but they don't deserve anyone saying it right. This is a garbage company with garbage predatory business practices, and also their products are horribly overpriced and literally bad for your skin. I have a whole video breaking it down. To Limelight or Limelight, whatever it is another predatory MLM. I did a whole video on them. Also garbage, literally not good for your skin, crappy makeup. Three is Arbonne. I think this is like a more of a southern like MLM, but either way, it's not good for you or your skin. I'm sure I'm gonna have some southern girl like named Annabeth who's gonna be like, this worked great for my skin. No, it didn't. Number 5 is Mary Kay, and cue the random girls who's gonna be like, well, like my neighbor's mom's grandma got like a pink Cadillac, so.
Gotta love it. Anyways, thanks for hanging out with me while I talk a bunch of shit, and I will see you in the next one.
I got caught comparing me to people I don't even know. They say it's lonely at the top, well maybe then I'll focus on things that's more important and let whoever think whatever and just keep it moving. These niggas won't work on themselves, they'd rather see you losing. You'll never see me losing.